Welcome back to Chicagoing. Today we're talking about the Save a Life Foundation. I'm really happy to welcome Chicago Fire Department Captain Art Lewis to Chicagoing. Captain, good to have you here.
Pleasure to be here.
And next to you is Chicago firefighter and EMT Jim Neary. Jim, welcome.
Thanks.
And Carol Spizzirri, the founder and president of Save a Life Foundation. Good to have you here. You're here on the couch with our heroes.
Yep.
These gentlemen put their lives on the line every day for us, and you guys are really involved with Save a Life Foundation. Tell me a little bit about the experience that you've had.
Okay, being a firefighter, captain on the Chicago Fire Department, we go to many incidents, and you get to these incidents, and if there's anyone that was there, could have started to help these people, like she said, stop bleeding, choking, or helping somebody breathe, it would have helped a lot, maybe even save that person's life. And when I ran into Carol and found out she had a program for that, it fell right in line. I was glad to be an instructor for her.
Carol, it's got to be gratifying to you to find people like Captain Lewis and firefighters like Jim and others who just really embrace what it is that began with a still voice that you heard saying, "Mom, you got to do something."
When Christina was laid out at the funeral home, she had been a waitress through her high school years, and people that came to the funeral were EMS people that she had waited on through those formative years. And they said they were there at that scene, and they said, "We can't do this by ourselves. We need help." What's gratifying for these men and women that are in EMS is the fact that they can actually save a life and have something to work with by the time they get there. Too often we, as general public, point fingers at other people that it's their job. It's our job. In EMS, it is our job. What we are doing at Save a Life Foundation is creating and molding pre-EMS, from the children to the parents to whomever is there before they get there.
I imagine for the young people who have the benefit of receiving this kind of training from folks like you, Jim, it's got to be kind of a neat thing for you to go on into a school and have kids really recognize that you are giving them the gift of life.
Yeah, I mean, I've actually had two different occasions. I've had kids stop me on the street that I was the instructor at their school.
Wow.
Both were in my neighborhood, but one of the things, too, besides giving them the knowledge for everything, you give them the confidence that they can do it, because we give them hands-on stuff for CPR, for the Heimlich maneuver. Once they do the hands-on part, they see that they can do it. Now they have the confidence, which is an intangible. It's immense in a case like this.
What are some of the things, and you mentioned several of them, what are the things that the young people learn when they go through the training?
Depending on the program, I mean, the larger program we have generally for kids, the bystander basics, there's the Heimlich maneuver, there's bleeding control, rescue breathing, CPR for infant, for child, for adult, burn care, things about shock, multiple trauma situations, like September 11th was brought up before, something like that, or God forbid ever something like that again, something much smaller, a car accident with 3 or 4 victims, how to deal with things like that, and how to keep themselves safe.
How do kids respond when they're engaged in learning these important things?
These children they're amazing, because you can teach these children anything, and they will remember everything you teach them. Just like you say, the children that we teach is we do their fire drills. I live in a neighborhood. I see them all the time. So when we come in a class, when we immediately have their attention, that's why using firefighters as an instructor helps in a lot of ways, because when we step in the room, there's not a kid in the world that wouldn't love to go by a firehouse. And that's one of the things that we give them. Hey, you learn this, you do what you're supposed to do, you can come by the firehouse.
Wow. That's a great incentive. And it really teaches responsibility.
Oh, yes.
Well, we've trained over 600,000 children this last year in Illinois for free. So we have received funding from states, state funding, but that only goes so far. So we recruit the ranks of corporate America to adopt a school, to help us pay for the training, these, and it's very inexpensive, about $5 a child, which then goes back to training also the employees of that corporation, where we can train the employees for a modest fee. That money then goes back to training children for free.
Because,
so it's a recycling of funds.
Well, and the benefit, of course, is priceless.
Exactly. And
It's
the whole
priceless.
community then becomes emergency prepared.
Carol, the phone number where people can call is
847-928-9683.
Or folks can visit you on the internet
at www.salf.org.
Boy, what an amazing program. And to see what can happen from one idea to turn into a huge network of young people with life-saving skills is truly inspirational.
Well, I'd like to invite any listener that has a school in their community to give us a call at 847-928-9683. We'll line you up with a hospital or a branch of ours in the state, and we'll try to work with you to train your children, too, for free.
Well, Carol, you are an inspiration.
Well,
so glad
you.
to have you. Gentlemen, it's good to have you on the show as well. We're going to be back with a little bit more Chicagoing coming up right after these messages. Don't go away. Welcome back to Chicago, and today we've been sharing with you information about Save a Life Foundation. Carol, can you give us the phone number and the website again for folks who are
Absolutely.
interested in
Also, those who want to come to our summit on October 11th and 12th can call us at 847-928-9683, or they can reach us at www.salf.org.
Great. Well, thank you. Captain Art Lewis and Firefighter Jim Neary, good to have you on the show.
It's been a pleasure.
Carol, it is just
God bless you.
thrill. God bless you as well. Glad to have you on the show, and all the best in the work that you're doing.
Thank you.
Folks, thank you for watching. In the meantime, remember, it is an inside job. You decide to make it a great week. I'm Bill Campbell. So long.